Oh, I didn't realise I'm filming. Right, good afternoon, guys. Thanks to all my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. This is going to be a part 2 of the video which I done earlier on today about a KX250 which I own. Basically, my front brake was very, very spongy, and it's been like that since I bought it. So basically, me and my friend, we tried to bleed the brakes, the master cylinder, and tried to get the air out. We sucked it out with the syringe, and we done a reverse bleeding too, and reversed it the other way, and still there was no front brake. So basically, what I've done now is I've ripped them. I took the master cylinder off the handlebars and cleaned it all out, and I'm waiting for the rebuild, the master cylinder rebuild, to arrive in the post. So that hopefully that would that'll sort that problem out with my bike. A spongy front brake or non-existent front brake. It's a 2006 bike, so you know these bits and pieces do go on older vehicles, like so brakes and that. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come. But there was two problems. I thought there was one, but there was two problems. The second problem is, although I've got a spongy brake, when I'm not using the front brake, and for instance, when I just push the bike forward and backward, say if like I want to clean the chain, put some WD-40 or something on the chain and get it around the cogs, I've noticed that the front brake was squeaking, so it felt like, or it sounded like the front brake was permanently on. So that was the second problem with the front brake. The first problem was the master cylinder, and I've ordered a rebuild. And the second problem was the brake caliper. I initially thought that the piston was getting stuck because, as I say, when I was pushing it backwards and forwards to clean my chain, the bike was squeaking. So it sounded like the brakes were permanently on. But when I looked into it a little bit further, and I took the brake caliper actually off the disc to check the pistons were going in and out okay. They was going in and out okay. I've re-greased it and I've put the caliper back on the bike. So now it's just waiting for the master cylinder rebuild to come so I can put it on, because we're going out tomorrow. Anyway, the reason why the squeaking is on the front wheel, front brakes, was when we looked down from above at the brake caliper, the brake pads, I noticed that the front disc was a little really bit, not warped, but it wasn't saying, it wasn't reading 100% true. It might have been a little bit like that, or a bit like that. That's what it was. It was the disc after all that problems with the squeaking. It was the front disc a little bit twisted, because obviously over the years, discs do get worn. Because of they're constantly being used from brake pads. Brake pads are pushing the pistons are pushing the brake pads onto the disc from the calipers, and they're constantly being used when you're on the bike. So these things do happen on bikes, and also in cars. Brake pads go and discs go. But it actually took me 6 weeks to diagnose this problem, because I really thought it was the front brake caliper not working, or one of the pistons had been jammed, or maybe one of the seals, the rubber gaskets was split. So anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at the minute, guys. I'm waiting for the rebuild to arrive so I can put it on my bike and go out for tomorrow. But yeah, it's just good to just get this video out and put it out, because other people what have got Kawasaki KXs or Crosses or CRs or RMs or KTMs or whatever you've got, the problem is right the way down the line, and this video might solve a few of your issues, or a few of your questions. Why bikes have got squeaky brakes, where you panic, you initially thought, oh, my cylinder's gone, or the gaskets are gone, the piston's gone. And it was the last thing I thought about looking at was the discs, but yeah, so I've ordered new discs, front brake disc. It'd be all right to use for now. It'd be fine, it still stops, and we're going out tomorrow. So guys, thanks everyone for subscribing. cheers for all them comments on my YouTube. Much help, much love, and peace out. Stay safe, man.